Hi Leo, welcome back to Wandering Magic. These are going to be your March 2025 messages, and it's going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Real quick, I am offering personal readings, so if you'd like one, please check the description box for those details. All right, we're going to get started with the Gypsy Witch fortune telling cards. And you have the snake and the ring. So the snake and the ring, also there's a theme of threes in this, which talks about like community, relationships, things of that nature. But essentially, I feel like you avoided a level 3 calamity. I feel like you are coming into March knowing your worth. You are not settling for less. You know that you have so much to offer, and you're not taking anything less than what you think you deserve. It's a very confident energy. I'm talking to a Leo, right? And you're like, duh. But there is a situation that happened or is happening that you're just like, nope, this is not it. I am not doing that. We are not stepping there. That is uncharted territory. I am not. We are not. Just like that. And you just know that wherever this is taking you, you don't even know where it's taking you, I feel. It just, you're not settling. You have shining through, gosh, sorry, which is card 30. And shining through is, again, knowing your worth. You are actually, because you're putting your foot down in a situation, it's going in your favor. And because it's like you turn something down and it allows something else to introduce itself to you because you're saying no. I just saw 222. So make sure that you are, you're not taking no for an answer. So it is something that you're being very persistent about, because you're like, no, I'm not doing that. We're not doing this. And because of that, you're being essentially rewarded. It's leading you to something bigger and better, and you know it. So I don't really know how else to say that, but because it's like you're allowing your own personality to shine through, and because of that, because you're being just simply yourself in this situation, it ends up working out in your favor. So I would say if there is someone that is trying to push you down a little bit, make you feel a little bit small, make you feel like what you're asking for is too much. It's like I just heard you say, I am too much, and I'm fine with that, as you should be. So just kind of like be yourself, and that's what I mean by that. Like, be who you are despite what someone else is trying to make you feel. And really just, can I say it one more time? Be yourself. All right, you have the Fool card here for tarot. You have the 5 of Swords in reverse, and then you have the 3 of Cups in reverse. So you know that by doing this, you have to now start over. The thing is, you're totally fine with that. I really don't see you being opposed to this. You're starting over, and you can't even see like what is exactly going to happen next. Like, you can imagine it, but you don't know. And even with that being said, you're still pushing forward. You're still being persistent. You're still wanting to go for it, like this new beginning, so to speak, because you know where you came from, it just wasn't enough to meet your standards. You have standards, you have priorities, you have goals, and you want to meet them. But you're like, you can meet me halfway or not, I'm going to continue going forward. And because of that, you're not arguing. You're like, there's no debate here. There's no debate. There's no negotiations. We cannot negotiate the contract. I don't want to do this. But understanding that by doing this, you are releasing a person, place, or thing because of that. And so I don't want to say that there's this this loneliness that comes with it, but you just kind of have to walk alone for a little while, is what I'll say. You were essentially connected to perhaps a community or a group, or even just like one or two persons, you know. Because of that connection, you're severing it, and you're okay with this. Because you're like, I'd rather be alone than deal with that. Because you know, like, you're so, it honestly, so many people strive for this feeling, to be honest. And I feel because you're so happy and you know who you are, you'd rather be happy alone than with that person, or you'd rather be away from that situation because it wasn't making you happy if it wasn't like another person. It's you're so open-minded, and your heart is open. I'm getting like this young feeling, this like young spirit. I don't know if this has to do with children. I don't, you know, or it could be just like this feeling of being overjoyed and kind of like carefree like a child, but it could have to do with children. I'll just leave that there, because you just don't want to. You're like, yeah, I'm not buying what you're selling, and because you're so rooted in that, it's actually like, I want to like reiterate to you that you're right. You're 100% right, because what is being offered to you, or what is being placed in front of you, it's not up to your standards. It's not what you want. It's not quite aligned. And because you're so rooted in what it is that, and you know what you want, it actually, it might not feel good at first, but it will feel good eventually, because this is the decision that you need to make, albeit a hard one to make. You're just okay with whatever the outcome is, because whatever the current one is, it's not it, and you don't want it. For your advice here, you have haunted house, which is banishing unfounded fears. And then look for a sign is your angel message. Watch your sun, moon, and rising for any additional messages, and I'll see you next time, Leo. Bye.